6:25 p.m. Today is March 18, 2022. Here's your host, Marvin Rey XD. So click the link. Okay. Use the data. Okay. The host will let you in soon. Yes, lagay na. Okay. Mute.
They copy from another country or another group of people, another tribe, they call it. Right? So the Greeks had, before the Romans copied from the, what do you call this? Before they believed in Jesus, they believed in many gods. Okay? Then, the words of God were quite effective, the words of Jesus, okay? Which is why they set up the Roman Catholic religion. Okay? So it's not to say whether the Roman Catholic religion is it's 100% correct, because from it arose the other Christian, as I said, Christian religion. Okay, and if you can see, the Islamic faith also believes in one. Okay? And they also got it from Abraham. That's why in terms of religion, the Orthodox Christians also believe in one God. They just have different ways of worshiping. Okay, so we're still, in terms of religion, we're just cousins. Okay. Now, aside from those based on the God of Abraham, okay, then there's the East Asian, the ones that come from China, Japan, Korea, Taoism, Confucianism, okay, and then the ones that come from India. There's
Buddhism.
Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism. Yes. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now I won't bore you with too much talk about religion. No, you can read it all. But the point is, the point I want to make is, it's still important to know there are many types of religions out there, and at some point in time, you have to think for yourselves, how do you prefer? What do you really want personally believe in? Would you like to try another religion for yourself? That's up to you. No? It should not be based on another person's belief. Remember, the Roman Catholic religion was forced into the native Filipinos. Okay? Ipugos, we were forced to believe in it. Our forefathers were forced to believe in it. We were told to stay in the classroom or in the church, and they made us listen, and they made us believe that we were inferior. Okay, that's what the Spaniards did. That's why they controlled us. They controlled the Philippines for 400 years, and we can only kick from the 1500s to the 1900s, okay, or the 19th century, and we kicked them out when around the 1890s, right? And yet, after we kicked them, when we were at the point of kicking them out, they gave us, they practically sold us, gibaligya, almost, no? It's almost the exact term, but they had a small war with the U.S., and when they lost, they discussed, they negotiated for a treaty of surrender, and And then right after that, the U.S. was surprised when the Spaniards told them, "Oh, you can have the Philippines also." Okay, so the U.S., as I said, I mentioned before, they did not want to be our uh, colonizers. Okay, we were never a colony in a way that we were under the Spanish rule. Okay, the U.S. came. They saw when Spain gave the Philippines to the U.S. The U.S. saw that, hey, this is a land of people who are uneducated, people who do not have a system of government. So instead of dropping us, they tried to teach us how to build our own country. Okay, they tried to teach us how to build our own country. Okay, but of course, us being Filipinos, okay, we had sooner or later we had to choose what we wanted to do. Okay, so from the 1902 until 1945, we were not ruled by the U.S. We were guided. They taught us, oh, here's how to make the law. Oh, here's how to create a street. Oh, here's how to do engineering, how to science, how to put up schools. They taught us that. Then until such a time that our leaders, the Filipino leaders, decided that to tell the U.S. that, oh, U.S., we are now ready to go on our own. So that happens in around 1935. Okay, in 1935, the Filipino leaders at that time voted and told the U.S., "Oh, U.S., we are now ready to be independent. Give us 10 years. Okay, after 10 years, you can go leave us." Okay, which is why after the World War II, 1945, the U.S. and the Philippines agreed that, oh, we'll part ways. Why? Because the Filipinos said that they can do it on their own. Okay, so the U.S. did not conquer us. We were given, we were sold, we were bartered. Okay, by the Spaniards. They just told the U.S., "Oh, U.S. You can have the Philippines also, aside from Cuba." Okay, and that's why the U.S. citizens came and they saw us and they said, "Oh, how can we are not colonizers because we were a colony ourselves." Remember, the U.S. was a colony of England. Okay, so but they cannot just drop us. Okay, they cannot just say, "Oh, sige, Philippines, bahala na kayo." They did not tell us that. They said, "Oh, Philippines, we will teach you. We will teach you our language. We will teach you our laws, and you can adapt them if you like." That's why our form of government, the Republican and presidential, we copied from the U.S. Why? Because they said it worked for them, so they thought that it will work for us also. They have a Congress and the Senate. We have a Congress and the Senate. We copied it from them. It was our choice, no, to copy from them. So just as the same as if we want to change it, it should also be our choice. Okay, but we should think about what we want to do. Okay. Okay. So the next, religion. You can read on. The four topics that I messaged to you this afternoon, or no, earlier this week. No? Yesterday was it or the other day? They will all comprise the final exam. Okay, no exam, of course. Obviously, it's a Friday already, so no exam this weekend. So It will all be the coverage of the final exam will be these 4 short articles. Okay. Now, do you still have difficulty with the exam I give to you? Would anybody like to answer? Nobody? So you do not have difficulty, I guess. Okay. So instead of leaving blank lines, okay, I make you choose from 3 or 4 words. Okay. That's how so that it will be easier for me to check. Okay. Because I prepare also the answers, right? Uh, in any case, you might have noticed that I just declared only having checked the preliminary exam. Okay, I have a I had a uh, I will be checking the rest of your exams, midterms and semifinals this weekend. Okay, so by next week, you are when you see your scores, you are free to choose whether you want to retake. If you want to improve your grades, you can choose to retake the exam. Okay, such is my way. Why? Because I believe you. If you retake at your exam, you might hit on the more correct answers. Then you have a better. I believe you learn also when you're able to review your answers, because now you know that your answers were wrong. Then you can choose. You can think for a second time what is the correct answer. Okay, that's why I've always been giving you the liberty of taking the exam again. Okay,
Thank you,
so
sir.
that's what. Okay, yeah, you're welcome. But no, it's for you. It's for you to learn. I fully understand. I hope you understand also that there are more than 100 of you students, okay, taking the same taking the same subject, and it is difficult for me to be able to see whether each one of you understood. That's why I did this, okay, giving you the chance to read, giving you the chance to find the correct meaning and find the correct answers, so that by the time you move on to next term, I hope you can remember some of the lessons that Wikipedia has shared with us. Okay. So next topics, cultural globalization. Okay, refers to the transmission of ideas, meanings, values around the world. Okay, in such a way as to extend and intensify social relations. Okay, what do we understand about culture? Mostly, we think in terms of what religion has made us, like our festivals. No? We think of those as cultures, and then our values. Okay, so cultural globalization is the transmission of ideas, meanings, and values. Okay, how it moves from one country to another, how it is shared slowly or fast. Now it's through the internet, and now it's in TikTok. Okay, and at some point you have to decide for yourselves whether you have to. There's a big danger in the internet wherein many of the ideas or information that you receive are not true. Okay, so you have to, every time you read or hear something, you have to doubt. Okay, you have to confirm whether one thing is true or not, or several things. And you have to doubt, okay, all the time. Me, I doubt all the time what I read and see in the internet. Okay, even Wikipedia, they can change their articles. Okay, they can improve or not improve. It depends on how you look at it. But the point is, we are warned that we should always keep an open mind about the information that we receive through the internet from other people. Okay, even talking with your parents, sometimes you can say that, oh, they are wrong. Okay, or you can think in your own terms and say, Mr. De La Fuente, your teacher was wrong. Okay? I don't mind that. Okay? But what I mind is if you will not, if you will just limit yourself to one idea, one side of an idea. Okay? If you say that I'm wrong, fine, but you have to do your own information gathering, okay, so that you can have a better view or on how you look at the world. Okay, you have because you cannot just because the world is so big. The world is so big and it's so full of information. Okay, it's so confusing to everybody, even to me sometimes. Okay, whether the information I get is correct or wrong. Because why? I always doubt the information. Okay. Number one, number one usually is the terminology. Okay. The terminology that are used in even by our parents, by our neighbors, our classmates. The terminology they use words that have different meaning. So, okay, maybe a simple example will be, how do we find the color red? We all know, okay, the general, the universal color of red. But if you ask an artist, there's a light red or a dark red, blood red, or pinkish. Okay, so now even the color red, you have to doubt. Okay, why? So you have to try to understand where that other person come from. Okay, what is he talking about? What is his basis? Okay, so the point is, when you get information, do not believe it right away. You have to keep an open mind that all the time, I might be wrong, your teacher might be wrong, your classmate might be wrong, your parents might be wrong, or you yourself might be wrong. Okay? Why? Because there's so many ideas, millions and billions of ideas and meanings and words in the word that they're also jumbled up. Saksak sinagot. Okay? That it if you're a serious person, you will get crazy. Mabuang ka. Okay? But so the way to do it is keep an open mind. It might be wrong, it might be right. Okay? Today it might be wrong, but tomorrow it might be right. Or in reverse, today might be wrong, the idea, but tomorrow, once you have other information, it might be correct or wrong again the next day. Okay? So life is always like that. Once you get more information, then your outlook should change, okay, in a way that how you digest the information. Okay? Cultural globalization will also be covered. It's just how many paragraphs. Okay? It's a short article. Okay? That's why I chose those to close to close this term, to close this on how our GE, contemporary world subject, will come to you. Okay, so anyway, at this point, I will not belabor. Do you have any questions? Anybody?
Wala, sir.
Wala. Di lang
Sir,
din mo gusto
excuse me, sir.
Yes. Go ahead.
Sir, unsaon pagkita sa sir, result sa exam, sir?
Okay. When I announced, example, I announced earlier, when was it? I announced last week that I already checked the prelim exams, correct?
Yes po.
You open back where you posted it. It's supposed to be there. Now, I have a different view of how, because I can see all of yours, and you yourself have a different view. So I'm sorry, I could not tell you how to look at it because I haven't
Yes, sir.
experienced.
Yes, sir. Wala dyan, sir. Dili na mo ma-access, sir, eh. Wala, ano.
Okay.
Hindi mo makita. Opo.
Can you already know how to send me a message to the LMS messaging system?
Yes po, opo.
You send me a message, sir. What is my score in this subject?
Okay po. Sige, sir. Thank you, sir.
Specify the name of the subject, ha?
Okay po. Thank you po.
And which exam?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, and I will reply into that messaging system. I do not like to reply in Facebook Messenger.
Okay, sir. Copy, sir. Thank you.
Okay? Anybody else?
Sir, good evening. Kanang pwede ko mapatudlo atong message sa LMS, sir. Saan to pag-message?
I don't know how you're, because in my LMS, I am the teacher, so I can see all of your names and I can open all of your exam. While you, as your view of, in the LMS, your view is as a student. So can you please ask your classmates how? They would be in a better position to tell you. Because second thing also, I'm using a computer. I don't know if you're using a computer or a phone. So I hope you don't mind, but can you ask one of your classmates to tell you? Is that okay?
Okay po, sir.
Romero? I'm sorry. I would not know because I have a different. I'm sure you understand. In the LMS, they have a different view for the teacher. But they are on the up in my computer. It's on the upper right hand corner. There's a bubble there that indicates, bubble where,
Opo.
bubble. When I click it, it scrolls down. Then I open it up individually when I click the bubble. So, but using a phone, I don't know how. So I'm sorry. This other classmate.
Sir,
Anybody else?
sir, good
Question?
evening.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay po. Sa prelim na ko, sir, baka wala ko'y permit sa exam, pero na ko'y OR, sir. Pwede rin ang OR, sir.
Okay. Or is fine. No, look, everybody. I am not actively asking you individually to show your permit. No? Why? Because there's more than 100 of you taking the same subject. Okay, I will babuang ko. No, if I will look at confer with each one of you, it will take a long time. So anyway, just your exam permit or your OR, just post it into that folder that I indicated earlier today. Then second, do you know how to take the exam, Mr. Lustre?
Yes, sir.
Have I prevented you from taking the exam? Have I told you you cannot take the exam?
Wala, sir.
Oh, then post your answers. I don't want to tell you to take the exam after the final exam. Okay? Post it today. Answer it today, post it today. Okay? Write it on your answers on a piece of paper, take a photo with your phone, upload it to the correct under your name in the LMS. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So many people have been asking me, and I have to remind them, have I told you you cannot take the exam? No. Just take it and put it up. And I will tell you if I will not, correct your, check your answers. Anything else? Hello?
Nothing, sir. Nothing, sir.
Okay, so it's 6:51. Wait, hold on, ha. Okay, so later tonight, I will start checking all your exams, midterm and semifinals. So do not expect me to do it in a few hours. It will probably take me the whole weekend because there's more than 100 of you. Again, I'm telling you. So hopefully by Monday, you can see all of it. If you want to retake because you're not satisfied of the score, you retake it. Don't ask me again. You understand, everybody?
Yes, sir.
I am authorizing all of you, if you do not like your score, to retake the exam, post it again, then send me a message to the LMS messaging system. Okay? Sir, I resubmitted exam, prelim or midterm or semifinal on
Sir?
this subject.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Sir, kaning sa missing messenger gani sa LMS, sir.
Yes.
Bali, ang makita man gud namo, sir, is kung kinsa lang ang online. Kung kinsa lang ang online, sir, mo lang siya ang pwede ma-message.
No, you can, same sa kuan, same with any messaging, you can post a message and whoever, when the other person is online, he can see the message. You
Makita
can
man,
just
makita.
enter.
Ma-search man, maski dili active, nakita na ko.
Ah?
Karon lang. Ma-search siya, sir, maski dili active. Karon lang ako nakita.
Oh, but I said from me or from somebody else?
From you, sir.
Because diba? So I did not post it right now. I posted it when probably this afternoon. Okay. Well, I was trying to update everything. Okay. So you just enter the message and enter it. Then when I'm online, I can see any message for me. Okay? Any other question?
Nothing, sir. Nothing.
No more. Okay, so I will try to be online again on Monday. We hope we can try to discuss, or if you have questions about the last 4 lessons. All right? I hope I will not be stuck in traffic jam again. Okay, but I will try to be online. I will try to have a Zoom session on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Okay. Then by Friday, as I mentioned, final exam
for tonight.
based on the 4 subjects,
Okay.
on the 4 topics.
Wala na lang siya,
Then do try
18
to don't take 1 week to finish your exam. Okay, try 1 night, 2 nights, or 3 nights. Okay, if you cannot get the wrong, the correct answer, then you cannot just take it, because I want to give you a chance to retake it. So take it as fast, not as fast, but in 2 days. Then if you don't like your score, take it again. Okay. So I have to say good night now. Okay. So good night, everybody. See you on Monday.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Good night. Good night, guys.
Sir, bye.
Okay. Una na lang upat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tama ba? Duha. 5, 6. Yes. By the way, thank you for watching, guys.